What's up, gang? So let's talk about the workout we have going on for Friday. We have a 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, so on and so forth AMRAP for 15 minutes, where you're just gonna build in your reps for the entire 15 minutes. We have some kettlebell swings, double unders, push-ups, double unders again, and sit-ups. What I mainly want to talk about is how we're going to approach the push-ups. This is a workout among many we're going to do during May that should help you build a little bit of volume and capacity on your push-ups because we're doing Murph at the end of the month. Literally, I think it is the very last day of this month is Memorial Day, so we have an entire month to kind of build up some capacity there. And I want to give you some advice on what it looks like to actually develop your stamina. Push-ups are one of those skills where they're kind of high maintenance, meaning if you're not doing them with like good volume on high regularity, you're not going to maintain the ability to do high rep push-ups. So knowing that we're going to have a workout that involves 200 of them, if we just give a little bit of practice throughout the month of May, then we're going to perform above average by the time that Memorial Day gets here. One thing to keep in mind, when we're doing push-ups, especially with the idea of building our stamina, we want to avoid hitting failure. So what that means is if we were going to attempt to do, let's say, 100 in total, we don't want to just do as many as we can, hit a wall, and then just chip out 2s and 3s all the way through. It would be better, especially for growth over the month, to do really planned rep schemes, full range of motion, maybe on the higher end of the rep scheme, but be okay with maybe modifying what the push-up looks like as opposed to just grinding out push-ups all the way down on the floor. And so when we do this today, a few things that I'm looking for to get the most out of it. Number one, you gotta get full range of motion. And what that means is you're starting at the very top of the push-up and your chest is going to make contact down at the bottom. Whether that's contact with the floor or contact with the box, doesn't matter, but we've got to go through the full range of motion for it even to be called a push-up. So let's make sure that that's happening. If it's not, definitely modify it to the point where you're able to get through the full range of motion. Second one is we want to go as deep into this workout doing unbroken sets but without hitting failure. And I'm going to tell you what to do when you think you're going to approach that. So ideally, you're able to get through the 5, 10, 15, and I'd like to see you to get into the set of 20, being able to do the reps completely unbroken. And if that means that along the way you have to start to elevate your push-ups in order to do that, I say go for it. So whether you start on the floor or you start on the box is up to you. But like I said, if you do move up on the box, it's great because it'll take some of the intensity away from any one rep and allow you to focus on good full range of motion and getting the volume necessary to start to develop some of your stamina here. So anybody, like whether you've done push-ups for years or you're still brand new to it, the box is a valuable tool today and throughout this month to help you develop full range of motion push-ups back down on the floor. So it's a little bit of an ego hit sometimes to have to pull it up here, but there is nothing sacred about doing a push-up on the floor compared to a box. We're just pushing through a range of motion in a way that allows us to get the kind of reps that we're after. That's the most important part. Range of motion and reps right now. So don't get attached to floor, come up on the box if you can there. If we get into the later rounds, 25, 30, and you start to have trouble even like on a modified variation, what I want you to do is to split the rep scheme in half, do half the push-ups, half the sit-ups, half the push-ups again, half the sit-ups again. So like on, let's say, for instance, our set of 30, if we do 15 push-ups, then 15 sit-ups, 15 push-ups, 15 sit-ups, I think you're going to get more out of it than, like I said, running into a wall and just kind of sitting there and chipping away with like sets of 2 and 3. This is going to take a lot of discipline, like I said, kind of like a sacrificing of the ego with regards to getting the push-ups, but I'll reiterate it one more time. Full range of motion, absolutely important to make progress this month, and we're looking to get volume on the reps as opposed to smaller sets. If you start off at the beginning of this month, by the time Memorial Day rolls around, you're going to be cruising through those push-ups. Enjoy it.